Welcome back. And it seems the crazy cat lady has something to tell us. And what might that be? Let us figure it out. Something I would like to note ahead of time, speaking of felines, I did jump the gun. I was halfway finished uploading the episode dump, and when I allowed people to vote, I jumped the gun and I chose something to vote on because I was almost done uploading, and I was gonna just post all the episodes after I got some sleep. And then I had, I had done some saving, so unfortunately, people that voted on the name of the cat that I should choose the most did not get the vote in, and I did try to farm it for several hours, but unfortunately the name didn't show up ever again. I did try though, but at least I was able to get some Macalite from the farm just by doing this over and over again. Oh well. But for now, let's take a look at the Forest and Hill, and my goodness, that is a huge fish. That is the biggest fish I've ever seen. That's the tuna model. I'm unsure if this is like a specific fish or this is just a bug in the game that made the tuna fish model just, you know, blow up and go huge. But we're back in the Forest and Hills, and for those who have seen the Monster Hunter Freedom videos, or just in general have played it, they're in for a treat because, hello, we're back. That's right, Box of Browns, back in the Forest and Hills. Somewhere near Kokoto. Yeah, I think it's Kokoto. Ah, whatever. She's the diva from Kokoto, after all. Kotoko? Is it Kotoko or is it Kokoto? Ah, I forget. I'll probably look it up afterwards. Ah, and it would seem they have revamped the graphics just slightly. Now, you may be asking, well, Wet Hamster, what did they do different for this zone? I mean, did they just revamp the graphics a little? Yes, that's what they did. And they also streamlined the load screen, so, well, it loads faster. Secondly, what they've also done is, how should I put it? They have added account items. Aside from that, not much has actually changed. I've done some gathering in the areas, and it's pretty much like it was in Freedom, except account items. And as always, it's a pleasure to be accosted by bullfangos that constantly bother and annoy me. Especially when I'm trying to do an exploration video. Now, you might ask, why should I even do this exploration video if I've already done something similar to this in Freedom? Well, not everybody's gonna watch Freedom, and secondly, the graphics is slightly improved. Well, actually improved a lot, if you ask me. But there's some people who might not have seen this yet, and plus, in Freedom, at least in the single player, they don't really give me any proper, you know, gathering missions unless I go in the offline guild hall. At least not to begin with. And I had never noticed those ivies there to start with. Well, not to start with, but I never noticed them there before, but they're there. But no, they didn't really give me any proper way to do a sort of exploration video without having to do a mission and then slowly gain access to more and more. So now I'm actually doing a proper exploration video so people can see what it looks like with no time constraints, no mission to do or anything, just leaning back and relaxing. And what does he give me? A large bone husk for gunpowder, that doesn't seem like a very good deal. As I've said before, it's not always you get anything good from the Veggie Elder. There is like lists online that you can look at, and then you can see what you can get. And what does it give me for jewel? Oh, Velociprey scale. Horrible deal. Good gypped. No. To hell with you, old man. I don't want your Velociprey scales. Away with ye. That being said, I do not know if there's much I can think of, you know, when it comes to saying interesting facts of the Forsen Hills. I mean, notable gathering points. While the gathering is pretty spread out, there's a little of everything, considering they literally took the zone from the first game, revamped it, and polished it up a little bit better, and then they put it out again. You have a little mining, you have a little mushroom gathering, some, what is it called, spider webs that you can gather, some fishing. You literally have a little of everything. And the shiny rock in the river, that is a spot to collect either stones or whetstones. And as you can see, Kitty is distracted by the shiny stones. And once more, I'm going to point out that you can climb up here, and there's a hidden mining point. Pretty tricky. And, I just wanted to jump up on the roots and do a little leap there. Just to be fancy. On to Area 12. Here is the feline village. There's a few of them here and there. And, again, if you've had stuff that's been stolen from you, here's the spot to get it. I'm not sure if this was in Freedom or not, but I've noticed that they've, I think they just placed it in for this game. Oh, there's a hole here. I never noticed that but one before until now. I can't jump down in or anything. And there's barrels I can gather, as well as old equipment. And I do not believe I have ever seen these in Freedom. Maybe they placed them in for Freedom Unite only. I might have to go back when I play Freedom and check it out. But, you know, if you're interested in I can't speak right now. If you're interested in large barrels, they're there. I believe also I came back at some point and there was old pickaxes, or I could be thinking of a completely different area. Nice relaxing saunter through the forest. And we have the cliffside here. Now, something that I did notice though, and possibly a flaw in the sort of level design, well, I don't know if I want to call it level design, the backdrop I'd rather say. If I go down towards 2 and 1, then I follow along a river. You can see the river here, but clearly the river does not keep going this way. In fact, it stops, and I'm trying to figure out why do I not see the river. So, I take a better look. And the river, it stops right there. So, either a new river starts up as I continue to go down to 2, or they just forgot to extend the river.